What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Sporting. Today we have Dortmund in both legs of the Champions League quarterfinal. We're looking to get one round, at least one round further than we did last year. We got knocked out in the quarterfinal last year to Liverpool. If we beat Dortmund today, we'll probably also be facing Liverpool again, this time in the semifinal. So it's an improvement, so I'll take it. We've played 2 games since I last saw you, both in the league, both against teams towards the bottom of the table, both must wins. Fortunately, we did win them both. But Benfica also won their game, so there's still a 4 point gap, so we've not gotten any closer, but we're still in with a chance. So the 2 games we played, first against Aruca, only a 1-0, kind of disappointing. I rotated a little bit, coming pretty soon after, actually not pretty soon, quite a while actually after that Leipzig game. But they were literally in the relegation zone. I thought I could rotate a little bit and still be fine. It was a little nervy. A 65th minute goal by Tomas gives us the win. They actually missed a penalty as well. So XG was similar, but we were the better team. A lot of that XG was the penalty. But not the best performance. We then followed up with a better performance. At home against Santa Clara, 4-0. Pretty similar lineup actually to the one that played Santa Clara. DK with the brace, Tabata with a goal, Aguilar with a goal, smashed them 4-0, fully deserved. We absolutely dominated them. So that was good to see going into this Dortmund match, because we're going to need to be in some good form, and fortunately we kind of are. Unfortunately, we've also had a couple of injuries, both to first-team players. Mateus Nunez, the major injury really, he's out for, I'm pretty sure, the rest of the season. Which wouldn't, obviously it sucks, but he's been one of our worst performers on our first team, and it wouldn't be as bad if Bergancha wasn't also injured. So we're down 2 deep-line playmakers. So Ugarte's going to come in and play that box-to-box role, and it means Guilherme Santos is going to have to come on the bench. He's actually not bad. He's pretty decent. So, and I think he can play both Mazala or deep-line playmaker role. I actually kind of like Guilherme Santos, and it means Xavi Simons is going to be our other midfielder off the bench. Not ideal. But, got to deal with it. Hopefully we don't need subs in the midfield, because it's kind of a drop-off. The other injury is to Bergman Johannesson. He got injured literally like a day before this match. And he was going to miss both legs. So I gave him an injection because, might as well let him play one. So he's going to play this game with an injection. Hopefully he'll be all right. But I thought it made sense because, if we lose, we're out of the Champions League. So these matches are very important. I want to at least have him available for one of them. So he's going to play today. Other than that, it's the starting lineup. Sesko and Sorloth up top, both playing fantastically well. Tabata playing fantastically well. Gonzalez really fallen off recently. He needs to step up because he can't be so inconsistent. But defensively, we're pretty much full strength. They're all playing pretty well. So, yeah, Souza even playing really well. So that's good to see. He's kind of stepped it up towards the end of the season here. He's been like 7.32 in his last 5. For a goalkeeper, that's almost ridiculous. So, yeah, he's playing well. We've got good strength off the bench, at least in some areas. DK has been great up top. Santos has been great when coming on. Recently not had the best performances, but Dyer's a great sub. Escayo, not had the best season, but he's still decent. So, yeah, I think we've got a strong lineup. I think we've got a chance. If we can, with the teams we've been able to beat the past couple of years, Dortmund are pretty good. I think they're actually top of the Bundesliga. They are. They're ahead of Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. Yusuf Moukoko is the top goal scorer. He's just crazy. So it's not going to be easy, but I think we can do it. This is the first of consecutive matches against Dortmund, and we need to show them what we're made of. That last performance against Leipzig won't be good enough today. We're going to have to be better. We're going to need to score some goals. Let's set ourselves up in a good position so we don't have everything to do in that away leg. Both teams carry some good recent form into this match. How confident are you? I'm anticipating a real struggle. We know how good they are and what it's going to take for us to get something. How we look to build on an impressive performance last time out against Santa Clara. It's all about momentum. The more we can put these sort of performances together, the better. Why have you not picked Daryl Dike today? He's been in good form recently. We've got 3 good strikers. I can't play them all. It's squad rotation. That's the nature of the beast these days. If we need a goal, he can definitely come in and get it. That's the great thing about having him on the bench. Our recent form, other than that 1 loss, pretty decent. 3 wins and a draw. Let's see what their form looks like. Pretty similar. Almost exactly similar. Thielman up top, Moukoko on the right. They've got Yusuf Demir. They got a good team. But so do we. So I think we can get something today. I don't think that's actually their strongest team they could have put out. They got Nnamdi Collins at center back, who's rapid, but I mean, not the best player at this point in his career, at least. The first highlight's going to come about 9 minutes in, and it's going to be Dortmund on the attack. Liner picking up the ball down this right-hand side. He's going to try to get past his defender. He does get the ball in, but Ruan, the aerial presence we have at center defense this season, heads it away. Chan dwells on the ball a little bit too much, and Tapata steals it off him. We now have a 3-on-2. We can do well here. He kind of slows up, and he can't find the ball. Sesko Collins played that perfectly well, but a terrible... I think he was offside. I think he was off. A terrible goal kick by their new goalkeeper, Naumov. And I think it's going to be offside. He's going to get away with it, I think. He is going to get away with it. They nearly made a massive mistake, and we made him pay for it, but yeah, he's very far off. Extremely far off. I was pretty certain that was going to be off. 14 minutes in, looks like we're going to have a goal kick. Hugo Souza to kick it long. We've got plenty of players to win this. Sesko wins it. Ugarte heads it on. Tabata's through on goal. Got to score this. Yes! Those are the chances you have to take in these kind of matches. And Tabata does. He's not scored the most goals this season, but I mean, he's got a lot of assists. He's leading the team in assists, and he stepped up when we needed him to. Very good play. Good long ball. Sesko does well to win it. Ugarte does well to win the second one. Heads it on to Tabata. Left-footed. Bottom corner. Good finish. We take the lead. Let's keep this going. 40th minute might be one of the last highlights of the first half. And it's going to be another goal kick. If it goes the way of the last one, it'll go well for us. Sesko wins the ball again. And it's actually Ugarte's played through this time. Goes for the finish. Oh, yes, boys. A mirror image of our last goal. Sesko heads it down. This time it's Ugarte who gets played through. He had a little bit more to do than Tabata even did. So that was a very good finish. Sesko heads it down to Gonzalez. Plays Ugarte through on that box-to-box roll. Good first touch. Good finish into the corner. 2-0 lead, even though it's been a pretty even match. I think we're a little bit lucky to have the lead at this point. But I'll take it. We've been clinical. There's going to be one last highlight. It's going to be a throw-in. I don't know if it was a goal kick, because those have gone pretty well for us this game. But Robin Johansson, with that injury, is going to try to put a ball in, but he gets blocked and eventually falls to Sorloth, I think that is. Johansson gets on the ball again. I've got early crosses in with those guys in the box. I definitely want to get as many crosses into the box as possible. It's going to go to Aguilar at the back post. Pedro Gonzalez. Okay, I thought he was going to go for a long shot. Instead, he finds Aguilar through, but good lord, he skies it. It's actually... I must have saved it. Okay. I thought he just skied it, but goalkeeper got a hand on it. We're going to have a corner. I don't think anything's going to come from it, and it's not, except for maybe a counterattack for Dortmund. They have kind of a 2-on-2, but we're getting men back. Polina in a good spot to make his tackle here, and that's going to be the end of the highlight and the end of the half. We go into halftime with a 2-0 lead. Awesome. Huge. I mean, considering if you look at the match, it's extremely even. But, I mean, at times, we've been really clinical this season. It's just been not enough times. But today, when we need it the most, we have stepped up. A good start to this match. I'd still like another goal. 2-0, going into the away leg, still a little bit nervous, but if we can get to 3-0, I'll feel pretty good. But most importantly, I want the clean sheet. It's important to stay focused in the second half. Don't allow complacency to creep in. Saying that, I'm happy with your first half performance. I'm proud of you for taking your chances. They cannot handle our two big men up top. Take advantage of that. We still can't take our foot off the gas, though. Anything can happen in that second leg. So I want to score as many goals here as possible. I still want a clean sheet, though. You need to make sure you don't neglect your defensive responsibilities and keep taking your chances. 62nd minute, we're going to have a throw from this left-hand side. Bergman Johansson puts it in. He's had a pretty good game, so I think it justifies my decision to give him the injection and play him. Ignacio in a kind of awkward position down this right-hand side, looking to put a ball in the box. Pedro Gonzalez, Ignacio, typically the guy in the box, so not super happy to see him out on the wings, but we're going to work the ball around pretty nicely. Sorloth finds Pedro Gonzalez. Come on, Pedro. Good God, Pedro. What is wrong with you? And there's going to be an immediate highlight after that. You're going to have a highlight from their goal kick. And it's going to come down this left-hand side, their left-hand side, playing through one of their new signings, Sinisterra, a player we've had our eye on before, but is just too expensive for us. They've signed him, and I think he's had a pretty decent start to his career here at Dortmund. He hasn't done anything today, though, so hopefully he continues to not do anything today. Reyna, the American, playing in midfield. They're playing the ball pretty nicely. Switching to this right-hand side now. Liner on the ball. Emre Can on a yellow, that could be something to keep an eye out on. I mean, I think he's probably playing as like a ball winner or box to box. Definitely an aggressive role. So back to the goalkeeper, back to the left back. They're playing this very patiently. And there's a lot of space for Richards after that goal kick. Aguilar slides in, but Sinisterra, the man I highlighted before, picks it up. This is a very long highlight. Hopefully it doesn't end in a goal, and it's going to. What a save! Hugo Souza with the save of his career. Thielman had a open goal basically to aim for, and that was just ridiculous. Oh, that's a hard foul. Only going to get a yellow, but that was a hard foul. But what a save by Hugo Souza. '71st minute, getting close to the time to start making some subs. And it's been Dortmund the last two highlights. It's been the best team. Dest has come on. I think he's playing at left back. They go back through Greimel, all the way back to this right-hand side. They've done pretty well switching the play. It's created a lot of chances for him. It's going to create another one, and it's going to create a goal. Souza can't make the wonder save this time. I mean, you can't really blame him. He placed it in the corner. The defending was just atrocious. But, I mean, Bergman Johansson has to do better getting out to Liner there. He can't miss that tackle. And then Ruan just stood still while Thielman runs past him. That is some horrid defending. Absolutely horrid. We have been pretty awful this second half, and changes are going to have to be made. Aguilar, not a huge surprise. He's been terrible. He's been terrible for a while. Escayo's going to come in, going to play on attack. In terms of other changes, I mean, the performances haven't been terrible for the most part. Sesko only on a 6.7, but I don't know. I mean, I don't really like changing our center backs, especially when Caceres has been the worst player on the team this season. I don't think it's time to go super attacking. I mean, a 2-1 win wouldn't be a bad result, but going from 2-0 up, I mean, it'd be a little bit disappointing. I don't think I want to change anything. This is the way we play. We've done pretty well so far. Got a little bit too more. I'd like to get stuck in, but I think we've got a few more yellows than I'd like to be able to do that. So I'm just going to keep playing the way we are. Hopefully we can start playing a little bit better in the second half, because they have definitely outplayed us. 78th minute, and surprise, surprise, it's Dortmund again on the attack. Demir, dude, the amount of space they have on this right-hand side is ridiculous. Thielman back to Greimel. Send him back in kind of an awkward position, but they play the ball around to Newhouse, who's actually their leading assister this season. Barrero puts the ball back to Demir. He's been pretty good this game. Yusuf Demir has kind of been everywhere. He's actually really good, too. He's developed a lot in the save, and there's going to be an own goal. We have absolutely crapped our pants in the second half. We were very good in the first half. We have been absolutely atrocious this second half. And I'm not settling with a 2-2 draw. We need more goals. I want 2 more goals, to be fair. What a horrific performance in the second half. In terms of changes, I mean, DK is probably going to come on, but I kind of want to save. I don't want to take a striker off, because I might want to go 3 up top here pretty soon. But I think it might be a little bit too early to do it now. Or is it? Debat's on a yellow, but he's played fairly well. Midfield's played pretty well. We don't have much options off the bench there. I mean, if anyone's coming off, it's going to be Polina. It's going to be a risk playing without a defensive midfielder and going with 3 up top against Dortmund, who have absolutely destroyed us in the second half. I don't know if it's the right call. I think it's a little too risky. 2-2. I mean, can we win away against Dortmund? We did it against Leipzig, so it's possible, but Dortmund are a lot better than Leipzig. So, I mean, it's not going to be easy. I don't know what sub to make. I have no idea what sub to make. The best options we have off the bench are Santos, but Tabatas played well, or DK. I think I might just take Sesko off. I don't think I'm going to risk taking off Polina and going 3 up top. I think it's a little bit too aggressive with where we're at. I think we want to at least give ourselves a chance in the second leg to do something. So I'm going to bring DK on as that poacher. I'll save my 3rd sub. I am going attacking, though, because I still definitely want to score. I'm going to take long kicks. And I'm going to push the line up a little bit. Fence short goalkeeper distribution. I'm going to get stuck in. We have 3 yellows, but I'm going to get stuck in. We need to be physical. We need to be better. This has been an absolutely awful second half. This might be one of the last highlights, and it's going to be our first highlight, really, of this second half. A throw-in down this left-hand side goes to Ugarte. Puts a ball in, but Grimel clears it away. Bergman Johannesson had a good game prior to that own goal, but he can't really blame him for an own goal like that. Just deflects off of him. Sorloth is never going to win that. That might have been our last chance. They're going to have a goal kick, though. They might still have a highlight here. They're going to go long. We've got the ability to win this. We are going to win this. Inacio does well to not just head it straight to one of their attackers. Long ball to Ugarte. Heads it down to Tabata. Looks for DK through, but he's never getting to that. They're going to clear it again. They might... Okay, they're not going to get on the end of this. Escayo's going to pick it up. We're going to keep going at him. Pedro Gonzalez. Need to see him do something. He finds Escayo. A lot of players in the box. DK, the super sub. Daryl freaking DK. He's a god. He's a literal god. He is the American Lukaku. We get a goal. 3-2. I kind of still want another. I'm still going to go attacking. Screw it. In terms of changes, I might take Poligno for Dyer. I don't think I'm going to bring in anyone else. I mean, maybe take off Tabata because he's on that yellow for Santos. I don't know. It just depends on what I think is more important at this moment. Making sure we keep the 1 goal advantage or trying to get a 2 goal advantage. I'm going to be aggressive. Tabata on that yellow. His performance has fallen off a little bit in the last couple of minutes. So I'm going to bring on Santos. Polina's going to have to deal. He's a little bit tired. He's not played particularly well, but we know he's a good player. So I'm going to go with the more aggressive change. Nuno Santos is going to come in. And let's see if he can do something. We're going to keep going attacking. I'm not going to change things up. I'm still going to get stuck in. Still going to do all that. I want another goal. 4-2, we'd be in a pretty good spot. 3-2, little nervy. 3 minutes left of added time. 2 minutes left now. It doesn't look like anything's going to happen. In terms of what I'm going to do to maybe go more aggressive, I'm going to go slightly more direct. Other than that, I don't think I really want to change anything. I might start distributing strictly to Sorloth. He is the better of the two in the air. I'm not going to push all the way up. I really don't want to concede another goal. I will use tighter marking because they probably will be trying to go for that. I don't know. We'll go a little more direct, see if we can create one more chance, but I'm kind of expecting the clock to run to nothing and us to go to the second leg with a 1 goal advantage, a 3-2 win at home. We've given ourselves a chance. I mean, that second half, I said we've been dominated. We outshot them by 5. But, goal-wise, we were dominated. Of course, they scored 2 of their 4 shots in that second half. But our defending was pretty awful, by the way, too. So it's not like they just scored 2 speculative efforts. Defensively, we were just atrocious. But attacking-wise, we weren't good enough. We were very clinical that first half. We were not that second half. 9 shots, 1 goal, and it's Daryl DK, the super sub. We should have done better there. We should have got a better result there. They should not have been able to score 2. 3 goals might have been the right for us, but we definitely should have scored more in that second half. Good result in the end, but could have been more. Well done on winning, but we're going to have to talk about that second half. That was not good enough. They might not have created a lot of chances, but our defending on the goals they scored was absolutely unacceptable. I saw way too much standing around and ball watching out there. Against a team of that caliber, everyone's going to need to do their job defensively. You cannot switch off, or you saw what would happen. And even going forward, we weren't good enough. We actually created more chances in that second half than we did in the first, and scored less goals. That cannot happen at this level of competition if you want to go through to the next round. We're going to need to be so much better in this next leg. That is a hard place to play, and they're going to be up for it. I know we can do it, though. If you can copy that first half performance over both halves of this second leg, there's a pretty decent chance we could be going on to the semifinal. That was a really impressive performance, even considering your recent form, right? Not really. We're doing well right now, but it'll be nothing if we don't stay focused on taking things a match at a time. Can you talk about your reaction to Daryl DK's late goal? That's why we all fall in love with football. Those moments are the ones we remember. Do you know why Alexander Sorloth found it so hard to take his chances today? To miss those chances in the first place, you have to get into those positions, and I'm happy with that. The goals will come. It does need to be better, though. We cannot miss that many chances against a team the level of Dortmund's because we saw they will take their chances. A 3-2 win, not a bad result, but not quite as good as I'd hoped for. So more likely than not, Isaac Berben-Johannesson is going to miss the away leg against Dortmund. He's out for 4 to 7 days. There's 6 days in between, but typically it's the upper end of that spectrum. So it's probably going to be like the 7 days. Even if they're available, they're not going to be fully fit until after like that 7 days. So I'm not expecting him to play. Nunez obviously also going to miss 2 months, so he's going to miss the rest of the season. But Vinagre's actually played pretty well this season, so I think he'll come in and be all right. And Ugarte actually played pretty well that last match. But we're going to need to be better if we're going to win this tie because, going away against Dortmund, they're obviously top of the Bundesliga, so they are a very good team. And that is a hard place to play. We can't put in another performance like we did today, though. We have to have a complete performance. If we're not at least competent in both halves, they're going to beat us. All right, it is time for the big game. We are a win or draw away from going to the semifinals of the Champions League. There's only 2 changes for the team today. Obviously, Berben-Johansson's not fit, so he comes out. Vinagre comes in. He's played well. 7.35 in the season, 7.38 in his last 5, so I trust him. Also, the other change, the other fullback position, Aguilar comes out. He was very bad in the first leg. Escaio came in and got an assist to the DK goal, so he's going to get the start. There might be a shout to play Daryl DK over Sesko, considering he came on and scored a goal almost immediately. But Sesko, over the course of the season, has still been better. And with the way I think we're going to play for this match, I think Sesko fits a little bit better. I think we are going to make a few changes because I think we're going to have to play differently. This is going to be a very tough match. And so even though I haven't really done it at all this season, I'm going to go slightly more direct. We saw the 2 goals we scored, 2 of the 3 at least, were just long balls to one of our strikers who headed down to somebody making a run behind him. So, I want to keep doing that. I want long balls to one of our strikers and see if they can head it on and see if we can score some more goals. Other than that, I'm going to tell the goalkeeper to distribute, I guess just long. I think I'll just do long because, I don't really mind which one he goes for, Sesko or Sorloth. They're both very good in the air. So I'll have him make the choice, but just definitely go long to one of those guys. I might not want him to distribute it quickly, though, in this match. I think, in this particular, the way we're going to play, I think I'd rather have our team get its shape a little bit more. So, players are more in a position, because if we're distributing it quickly, the strikers will be up there along their, running against their back line, but our midfielders are going to have been back defending, so they'll be out of position. They won't be able to make those runs. So, I'm not going to distribute quickly, and then I'm going to get stuck in. I'm not going to prevent short goalkeeper distribution. I could. Who are they playing up top this match? Looks like I'm changing formation. 4-3-1-2, apparently. Sinisterra and Moukoko up top. Moukoko, not the best aerial presence, but he's not terrible. 5'11", 11 jumping reach. And then Sinisterra, 5'8". He's not an aerial presence. So maybe it would be wise to prevent short goalkeeper distribution, just because they're not likely to win that ball against one of our center backs. I'm going to do it. If I need to change it, I can. I'm still going to go standing because they do have very fast forwards. But our defenders are pretty fast too. Definitely not going to tighter mark. I think those are the only changes I'm going to make. I'm actually going to go cautious. Which actually goes into more direct. I don't know if I actually want to do that though. No, screw it. I think cautious makes sense. We've got the lead. All we need is a draw. So I'm going to kind of play for the draw. Might be a little defeatist, but this is going to be a very tough match. So I'm doing what I think gives us the best chance of winning. And I think it's also going to be changing our wingbacks onto support. I think those are the only changes I'm going to make. Everything else I think makes sense. I want to keep Gonzalez on an attacking role so he makes those runs past the strikers. Same for Ugarte on that box-to-box role. All right, I think that's it. Now I just got to cross our fingers and hope we put in a good performance because this is not going to be easy. This is a big match, though. Our first semifinal is 90 minutes away. Hopefully we can do it. Forget all about that first leg and approach this match with nothing but 100% focus. This is not going to be easy. You're going to play your best for all 90 minutes. You cannot switch off for a single second because we saw what happens. We've got an advantage, though. So first and foremost, you need to make sure you maintain your defensive responsibilities. But there's a good chance we're going to need to score. So we'll have chances on the counter. and you will have chances to score goals. You're going to need to take them. Let's go out there and show everyone what we're capable of. Show that we deserve to be here. How do you feel ahead of the second match against Dortmund in quick succession? I think it'll mostly be the same as last time out. Both teams know too much about each other to give anything away. Do you think the first goal here will be crucial? Scoring first matters to us. We want to take charge of this match nice and early. Do you hope your team can produce today? I think we've had a good build-up to this match, and we looked primed to perform. A 3-2 advantage. They have gone with the 4-3-1-2. Interesting that they've changed formations, but I guess they've looked to kind of match us with a narrow formation. That should give us options down the wings. Like, we might be able to get our wingbacks a little bit more attacking, considering they don't have, wingers out wide. So I am going to actually put our wingbacks on attack. I put them on support just because I wasn't exactly sure what they were going to play. But seeing that, I think they can get a little bit further forward. See if they can help out in the attack. 15 minutes in, it's been pretty even. Dortmund might have the slight advantage in this first half so far. But there's a long ball from the goalkeeper to Sesko, finds Pedro Gonçalves, and in pure Pedro Gonçalves form, he chokes in front of goal. And there's going to be another highlight, this time with Dortmund. Down the right-hand side from a throw-in. Sinisterra, please. Oh, God, I thought that was going to be a sending off. The second I saw him get off his feet, I thought it was going to be a sending off. Instead, it's going to be a Dortmund goal. They're back in it. Gosh dang it. It's an even match now, 3-3. The first leg means nothing now. I thought that was going to be a sending off. Second I saw him slide in there, but good Lord, who is this? Tabata. Where is our left or right back? Where in the world is our right back? Seriously, where in the world is our right back? Does he exist? Why is he here? Why is this guy here? Good Lord, that is freaking awful. Free kick, and we've not scored a single direct free kick all season. He's not going to go direct, but we don't win the indirect free kick either. But we still have the ball. Ruan, Sesko. That was going to be close. That's close. If Ruan gets the freaking assist from a cross to potentially get us to the semifinal of the Champions League, it's going to count. Of course, it's a freaking Ruan cross to Benjamin Sesko. Perfectly timed run. Pretty good cross. You got to give Ruan a little bit of credit there. That was actually a pretty good cross. And Sesko hits it home. I did not expect us to score there, but that was very close. That was literally as close as you can get. Good finish by Sesko, though. We're back with an advantage. Looks like we're going to go into halftime 1-1. It's been a pretty even half. They've had a little bit better of it. But right now we've got the draw. That's all we needed. But they're really going to push for it this second half. So we're going to have to play extremely well if we're going to get through this tie still. In the other quarterfinal, Chelsea are playing Liverpool. The first leg was a 0-0 draw. Liverpool are currently up 2-0. So I'm fully expecting them to finish that in the second half. So whoever wins here is more likely than not going to face Liverpool. Kind of sucks, but you're going to have to beat the best if you're going to be the best. And we've still got a tough game in front of us. We can't look past Dortmund. This is going to be a very tough upcoming 45 minutes. Our aggregate lead could quickly disappear here if we're not focused. I want everyone on their game from kickoff. Dortmund have been a little bit too comfortable out there. They've been playing their game, and when they do that, they're hard to beat. But if we can get a goal, we can make them desperate, and we can throw them off their game plan. That will give us a chance to put this game away. Get ready for one of the toughest 45 minutes of your careers, boys. We can only have your best from here on out. 67 minutes in, our first highlight. Dortmund have been absolutely peppering us. But Gonzalo Inacio, he's not scored nearly as many this year as he has the past couple, but none have been as big as that goal. We now have a buffer. Dortmund have kind of dominated the second half, but they've got no highlights, no clear-cut chances to show for it. We got a chance from a corner, and we took it. We now have a 2-goal cushion. They score one, it's still pretty nervy, but in terms of changes, have they changed their formation at all? I don't think they had. No, but I am going to put my wingbacks back on support. We've got that cushion. I don't want to be too aggressive. I've got quite a few players on yellows, and Sesko has a little bit of a knock. But he is playing really well. He got that goal. Sorloth also on a yellow, not playing well. So, Daryl Dike, he's been the super sub. He's going to come on. Could be a little bit in trouble if Sesko's injury gets... actually, I'm not going to make that change. I'm really worried Sesko might be forced off with that injury, even though it is just a hand injury. And if he does and we need a goal, we don't have another striker to play up top. So we'll be not in a good position. So in terms of changes I'm going to make, I'm actually going to take Polini off. On a yellow, not playing particularly well. Dyer can come in. Just going to make the one sub for now. I'm going to frequently waste time, I guess. In terms of play, I'll go slightly less direct. I'm going to stop taking long kicks. And I'm probably still going to prevent Goku distribution. I'm going to keep playing the way we're playing for the most part. A few changes to kind of see if we can see this game out. But there's going to be almost an immediate highlight, and it's going to be Dortmund's, it looks like. Moukoko dropping deep to pick up the ball. Serginho Dest finds a ball into Sinisterra. Great chance to get a goal back, and he hits it over. We are a little fortunate there. He definitely should have taken that chance. But we survive. I mean, the second half, they've had 7 shots to our 5, so it's not been a complete domination, but they have been the better team. And they're going to have another highlight here. Starting from the back, they're already pushing up very high, it looks like. They're going for this goal, as they should. Dest playing pretty high as well. Another ball across the Sinisterra. Harder chance this time, and he hits the outside of the post. They are coming close, but they need 2 goals. We got another highlight, 80th minute. I'd really like if we didn't have any highlights, unless we can score this. Bounces around the box. Ignacio nearly gets a second. Alright, we're fully wasting time now. I'm going to stop hitting early crosses. I'm still going to do all this because I still want to counterattack, and I think this is good for the counterattack. Other than that, I'll stop preventing short goalkeeper distribution. If they play it short, that's just going to waste time, so I'm all for that. In terms of, let's confirm that, and in terms of personnel, I'm still kind of worried about Sorloth on that yellow playing very poorly, but I mean, I'm still going to hold on to the sub. I don't think bringing on a new striker right now is going to be a super game changer. I think it's more important to stay strong defensively, and for that, I'm going to take off Vinagre. He's not very good defensively. He's on a yellow. He's playing poorly. Escaio's going to move out to left back. Aguilar's going to come in, and I'm going to move him to fullback on support now. A little bit more defensive. And I think that's the only change I'm going to make. I might put Gonzalez on support. Help out a little bit more on defense, hopefully. We are close. We are 8 minutes and at a time from going to a Champions League semifinal. The highlights are just going to keep coming as well. Literally almost no time has passed, and it's another Dest ball over the top. We should be getting on the end of this. Aguilar picks it up. Souza going long. Maybe I should tell him to distribute short because I don't want to just keep giving them the ball back. I don't know. Because, I mean, I think it will give us a chance if he distributes long. They're going to be pushing members forward. So, if he can hit one of our strikers and then can play another guy in behind, it gives us an opportunity. Heads this one out. Tabata up to Sesko. He's got that little bit of a knock, but it's just a hand injury, so he should be fine. I kind of want to change up the formation. It might seem crazy. Demir through on goal. Good save from Hugo Souza. I have to do something. They are peppering us right now. I have to do something. I think the change might be... I feel like I need to give our fullbacks a little bit more help. Saying that, they are playing a narrow formation, so I don't know if that's actually the case. They're just kind of overwhelming us in the midfield, it looks like, even though we have 4 midfielders. What is the change I make? I'm going to go to 2 defensive midfielders. In the terms of... I guess I'll play him in the middle. I don't know. Ugarte is going to play defensive midfielder defend. They're just finding way too many balls, through the middle. Like, there's overloading our center backs. So I think 2 defensive midfielders might help that. Gonzalez can just play center mid support or something. I don't care. Tabata. Alright, if Tabata could play deeper, I would have, but he can't. So I'm going to hold on to this last sub still. Or do I? I could take off a striker for a center back and go just full out defensive. I'm very close to doing that. I might give it a little bit more time. I don't know. They need 2 goals. I'm going to do it now. I'm not going to waste time. I'm going to do it now. The question is, Sorloth or Sesko? Sesko's got that knock, but he's also playing... I'm going to take off Sorloth. It's just a hand injury. I think he's going to be okay. So Sesko's going to play up top by himself. We're going to bring on Caceres, but we're playing probably Ruan in the middle as that no-nonsense center back. And yeah, 5 at the back with 2 DMs. We're looking to defend now. Saying that, I'm going to stop running a defense, stop passing into space. I haven't really done it at all this season, but I'm going to lower the tempo. I'm going to keep a standard pass, but I'm going to lower the tempo. I'm not going to hold shape, but I'm going to stop countering. And I'm going to distribute it to the fullback, just somewhere along the back line, and slow the pace down. I feel like I kind of need to drop the defensive line with the amount of balls over the top, so I'm going to drop it a little bit. I think having the extra defensive midfielder and center back is going to help, but we're going to use tighter marking. They're going to be taking a lot of pot shots, especially with us dropping deeper. I'm going to go. I usually don't like to go further back than cautious, but I'm going to go defensive. This is it. This is our chance. We're going to hold on. If they score 2 goals, we're kind of screwed. But we just got to see if we can hold on. Not a lot of time left. We are very close to a Champions League semifinal. They go on full because it feels like, no, it's still on key. Okay. The highlight's just going to keep going on, though. Liner, looking for a ball, and it's going to be corner. And it's going to be the end of the highlight. But the highlight's going to start immediately. God, does this game hate me? It's like just non-stop highlights right now. Dest on this left-hand side, Emre Can. Look at the amount of bodies we have in the midfield, but look how many bodies they have forward. Good Lord. Souza. Give him a knighthood. I know we're not in England, but give him a knighthood. 8.3. He's been huge. For a player that's had a pretty dreadful season. I mean, he's really stepped up today and had a massive performance. And it could send us to a Champions League semifinal. Ruan heads that away. Sesko picks it up. Just see the end of the game. See the game out. 3 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Surely that's it. Surely they're not going to score 2 goals in 2 minutes. I kind of want to keep going even more defensive, but I'm just going to play like this. I don't care. I can't make any more subs, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I would bring DK on, but just defend. Defend for your life, boys. Probably don't deserve it, but we're going to get the win. I would say we FM'd Dortmund a little bit, but I'll take it. We've been FM'd all my entire time here. We've been FM'd once a month. So I don't think we've really FM'd any other team any other times. I mean, we've gotten more comfortable results than we probably deserved, but we've not really won a game that we didn't deserve to win. But we did it today. They had 5 half chances, but only 1 goal. 15 shots on target, but only 1 goal. Hugo Souza, man of the match and fully deserved. We are on to the Champions League semifinal, probably taking on Liverpool again. Everyone thought we'd lose, but we've proved them wrong. Be proud. That was a great win. Dortmund threw everything they could at us, but we held on and took our chances and are able to walk out of here with a win. That is not an easy accomplishment. Hugo, what a game. What a wonderful game. Matches like these are the ones everyone's going to have to step up for and play their best ball. And that might have been one of the best performances I've ever seen from you. What a performance, but the team as a whole. You are all brilliant, and congratulations. We are on to a Champions League semifinal. You never looked entirely comfortable, but is it fair to say you were relatively confident? I'll be the first to admit that we weren't comfortable, but we did get over the line. Morale seems really high right now. How far can that take you? This is the sort of thing we need to build on and take advantage of. If we can cultivate a strong team spirit, we'll be on to something special. The referee had a lot of work today, with their team pick out several cards. Does that evident aggression worry you? It shows they got stuck in, which is fine by me. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be physical. I knew that's what it was going to take. And we are, in fact, going to be playing Liverpool. They beat Chelsea 2-0 on aggregate. I mean, they're really good, but I'm kind of looking forward to a chance of maybe, making up for our loss last year. And getting to the Champions League final would only be sweeter by getting past the team that knocked us out of last year and beating Liverpool. It's going to be a tough ask, but this team is capable of anything. Unsurprisingly, Hugo Souza, man of the match. 14 saves. Ridiculous. That might be more than he's had on the entire season in the league. Maybe not, but still, it's not far off. It's a lot of freaking saves. 8.5 rating. What a performance. The best performance he's ever had for me, and it comes in the biggest of moments. But it's not over. We're still in the Champions League. We're in the semifinal, and we're taking on Liverpool again. And the league, we're still in with a shout. We need Benfica to drop some points, but it's there. A chance is there, and we're still in the Untitled Portugal. We have to overcome a 1-0 deficit, but we can still do that. I'm not going to focus on that, especially because it's right before the Liverpool match, so I'm going to rotate pretty much entirely. But this Vizela match is going to be important. It's a must-win. And in terms of next episode, I'm definitely going to come back for this Liverpool match, and I'm assuming this Portimonense match as well. For us to have a chance, we're going to have to beat Vizela, we're going to have to beat Portimonense, and in these next two matches, Benfica are going to have to at least draw or lose one game. So if they win their next two, and we win our next two, this Moreirense match won't matter. So I don't need to come back to the Touch of Portugal. This is going to have to be a win no matter what anyway. So yeah, next episode, Liverpool Portimonense. We are 2 matches away, 2 extremely tough matches, but 2 matches away from the Champions League final. The other semifinal is Man United or PSG versus Bayern or Man City. When are those games getting played? I'm assuming very soon. Tomorrow. So let's advance. I think I might actually have a press conference. I will have a press conference. All right. I'll come back when we know the results of those matches. All right, time for the other 2 quarterfinals. It looks like Manchester United's getting through. They won 4-0 at home. PSG are capable of coming back, but kind of unlikely. Man City Bayern was 0-0 in Munich, so Man City have the advantage. I'm assuming it's going to be City and United getting through. Let's see. It is. PSG win on the day, but that 4-0 gives Manchester United the advantage. They had a sending off in the 17th minute and only lost 2-0. That could have been disastrous. That early of a sending off against PSG away from home. They were able to hold on, though, and get the 5-2 aggregate win. Man City destroy Bayern Munich 3-0. So if we do some... I mean, it's an all-English semifinal in sporting. English teams are far too good on this game. That's what I'd say right now. English teams are far too freaking good, especially Manchester United. They've been so stupidly good on this game for so long, and they've been so blah in real life. I don't understand it. But yeah, if we win against Liverpool, we're facing the winner of City United. There's no more easy games, but at this level of the competition, there never is. So, Liverpool will be the next one. The home leg is going to be first. So we will see you for our home match against Liverpool and our home match against Portimonense. We still have a chance of winning both competitions. League a little bit, both pretty unlikely, but we're in with a chance. That's all I can ask for. Hopefully, we get a good result next episode. I'll see you there. That's going to be the end of this episode. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell? The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.